everybody, it's Karen from Wellness Works Northwest. How you doing? I think somebody out there is thinking about, that's right, goal setting. Isn't that what you normally think about when you're sitting? Oh, sure it is. Yes, it is. How do you set a goal? And you see people that are so goal-oriented, especially as we get to the end of the year and they're thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to do and I'm getting ready for it and everything. How do you set goals? You know, there's a difference between a dream and a goal. You know what I mean? So you're sitting there dreaming, I'm going to do so-and-so, I'm going to lose 25 pounds, I'm going to have a butt like J.Lo, I'm going to do so-and-so. Yeah, I can see it now. And then it goes. You have to put a date on that. That's what turns it into a goal. You put a date on it and you create what? A strategy. Yeah, a strategy. How am I going to get there? How am I going to get J.Lo's butt? Okay? It's going to be a lot of work, I'm going to tell you, but you could do it if you wanted to. Set those goals. Make sure you really want to do that. What's your why? Why do I want to lose 25 pounds? What's going to happen if I do lose 25 pounds? Or better yet, what's going to happen if I don't? Now, being chronically ill, a lot of times we set goals because we have to. It's like, boy, we need to do this so we can have surgery here. Or if we don't do that, then this is going to be it. But now that means we got to eat better. The whole thing just lands right in your lap when it comes to eating. And you're like, okay, so how am I going to eat better? That's a big term. That's why it's so hard to do when you don't say, oh, I'm going to eat better. What does that mean exactly? So you got to kind of pinpoint that down and say, great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my carbs by about 20%. I'm going to do this and everything. I'm going to get a meal plan. That meal plan is going to help me. I'm going to tighten this up, that kind of thing. I'm going to exercise more. Yay! I'm going to move more. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take 10 minutes and I'm just going to march in place. I got a plan. And I'm going to do that 8 times a day. Believe it or not, when you actually measure stuff, because we measure stuff that's important, money, okay, time, okay, it's very, very important that you do that, and your food, okay, and your exercise. So those goals need to be smart goals. It can't be just extraneous stuff. And then you get mad and you say, oh, forget it, I'm not doing that. You got to really think about it. I want to get a good goal, so it's something I can do. It needs to be realistic too, okay? And you can't say, oh, I'm going to lose 45 pounds in the next 5 days. So go! You know, it needs to be realistic. And so, and once it is realistic, you get a lot of power from that. I can see myself doing that. I can actually do it. Now I just have to duplicate that. So you have to see how that's going to help you duplicate that. Goal setters are real leaders because they set that goal. Now that doesn't mean that they always hit those goals, okay? I create goals for myself, many different kinds of goals and everything, and sometimes I don't hit them. But that's okay, because if I didn't set the goal, I would have done much worse. So I have to really focus and say, this is what I'd like to accomplish. Boom, and go for it. It could be even just a daily goal. All right, today I'm going to get these 6 things done. You know how you have that big long list? But if you can just do 4 or 5 of those things, then you're doing great. So you're thinking about that. Goal setting is really important when it comes to your health. I need to get my A1C done. I need to do this. I need to do that. And you got to put those things on the calendar or else you won't do it. I mean, very, very important. And so I want you to think about what you really want to do and make that happen. And say, I want to lose weight because. And how can I do that? I've got to figure out some other exercises. Okay, I hate this one, I hate that one. Maybe I need to purchase some equipment that's going to actually help me make this happen. Things like bands. Bands are really good when it comes to exercising. I like that because a lot of times you get these things and you go, and there's so many different kinds of them, different strengths and everything, and that's what's important. And this one is about 20 pounds of resistance, if you will. So you want to get some, and some people like the actual holders on. I have those too with the handles. They think that's better. It's easier for them to handle. Now this is rubber, and you might want to get something that covers the rubber up so it doesn't hurt your hands, especially if you're allergic to it. So these are just things to kind of think about. And so I just want to show you, you can do all kinds of great things with this thing. But right now what we're going to do, and they're very durable, so I'm going to step right in here just like this. Boom. And I'm going to grab this. My hands are going to be facing upward like this, and I'm going to come up. Woohoo! Bicep curl, right? And you don't think anything about this, but you do this about 10 times, you go, hey, I feel that. And you could do this right in your office even. You could pop this joker out and say, look, I'm doing this. You could do it in between commercials while you're watching TV. Bam! You could do your bicep curl. That would be absolutely wonderful. Now this is kind of a hind reaching row. See, I've got it right here in my hands like that. And I'm going to come back just like that. Like that. So you're kind of stretching back and out. Kind of a backwards row. Ooh, I love this. And you feel that in your triceps too. And then you stop. You say, well, I could do probably about 5 of those to get started. And then you set a goal to do 10 by the end of the week. Small stuff, but big stuff. This is really very, very important for you. Now, when it comes to the squats, you could do squats many different ways. I like this one because this gives me a little more resistance in here. So what I do with this is I come up like this, and then I squat way back. Sit back and up, and back and up. Woohoo! I feel that. And back and up. Set yourself a goal at first to just do it. I'm just going to get out there and I'm going to do 5. Heck yeah, I can do 5 of anything. Boom! And say, that's great. Do 5 the next day. Then the next day, think about doing 10. Get out there, keep yourself active. It's very, very important. You know, I know you can do this. I'm very excited for you. It's an exciting time of the year. I want you to keep smiling. And remember, set those goals. Very, very important. So I want to tell you, I'm thinking about you. I know you can do it. I'm sending you all kinds of positive prayers and positive vibes.